Will you save my mother's life for $5? Asked a 9-year-old girl as she walked into the Iron Brotherhood clubhouse with a crumpled $5 bill. The entire room went dead silent. 15 bikers sat frozen. This wasn't a place for children. The Iron Brotherhood was notorious. Ex-military, ex-cons, men with violent pasts. Hammer, the chapter president, was first to move. His massive frame, 6 feet 5 inches and 280 pounds of muscle and tattoos, would have terrified most adults. But the little girl didn't flinch. "What's your name, sweetheart?" Hammer asked gently. "Emma Rodriguez. My mom's at the hospital dying. The doctor says she needs medicine, but we don't have insurance, and it costs $50,000. My uncle said he'll pay for it, but only if I go live with him forever. My mom said no, because he's a bad man. I heard you guys do things for money, so I have $5. Please help me." The bikers exchanged dark looks. They knew what bad man meant when a 9-year-old said it with that kind of fear. Tank stood up. "Where's this uncle now?" "Outside in his car. He said bikers are criminals who will just take my money and laugh. But I don't care because my mom is all I have." Wrench moved to the window. A black Mercedes sat in the parking lot, engine running. Hammer knelt to Emma's level. "Your uncle drove you here in the middle of the night." Emma nodded. "He wanted me to learn a lesson, that nobody helps people for free, that I need to understand that before I agree to live with him." Every man understood exactly what kind of lesson Emma's uncle was really planning. "What hospital?" Hammer asked. "St. Mary's, room 304. She has stage 4 cancer. The new medicine could save her, but it's experimental." Doc pulled out his phone. "I know people at St. Mary's." Emma held out her $5 bill with shaking hands. "Will you help me save my mom?" Hammer looked at that crumpled bill, watching a 9-year-old offer her last $5 while her predator uncle waited outside hit different. "Keep your money, Emma," Hammer said. "We'll help you, but first we need to talk to your uncle. He'll get mad. When he gets mad," she stopped, touching a bruise visible beneath her sleeve. The bikers saw everything they needed to see. "Stay here," Hammer ordered. "Raven stays with you. The rest outside now." 14 bikers filed out. Robertson stepped from his Mercedes in an expensive suit, looking respectable and successful. "Gentlemen, I assume my niece made it inside safely." "Your niece offered us $5 to save her mother's life," Hammer said flatly. "Then she told us interesting things about you. Emma has an active imagination. I'm simply trying to help family." By bringing a 9-year-old to a biker bar at midnight, Tank said, "Her mother is dying. I'm offering to pay for treatment, but there are conditions." "Emma's not going anywhere with you," Hammer said. "You're interfering with a family matter. I could call the police." "Go ahead. We'll wait." Doc emerged from the clubhouse. "Just spoke with Dr. Martinez at St. Mary's. Rosa Rodriguez has been fighting cancer for 2 years. She's refusing to sign custody papers. She's terrified of you having access to her daughter. So terrified she'd rather die." Robert's face flushed. "My sister is delusional from pain medication." "Or thinking very clearly," Hammer said, pulling out his phone. "Isaiah Chun, your real name. You changed it 5 years ago after being investigated for inappropriate conduct with a minor in Oregon. No charges because the family accepted a settlement. Then you moved to California. Change your name." Robert went white. "How did you—" "I was Special Forces. I know how to find secrets. And I know exactly what you are." 14 bikers formed a semicircle, cutting off escape. "I'm calling the police," Robert said, shaking. "No. You're getting in your car and never contacting Emma or her mother again," Tank said. "And if I don't?" "We make calls to the family in Oregon, to the other families I found. 3 of them across 2 states, all with daughters around Emma's age, all paid off to keep quiet," Hammer said. "Or I call Detective Sarah Morrison. Crimes Against Children Unit. Tank's sister. This is extortion." "No, extortion is what you did to Emma's mother. This is justice," Wrench said. 10 seconds. "Then we call the detective." Robert got in his Mercedes and peeled out. "Doc, You get that recording? Doc held up his phone. Every word. Now let's save Emma's mother. Inside, Emma looked up. Is my uncle gone? Gone. Not coming back. Emma's shoulders sagged with relief. Then her face crumpled. But my mom, I only have $5. Emma, do you know what this club does? We protect people. Women, children, people who can't protect themselves. Your uncle thought we'd laugh at you, but he was wrong. Tank pulled out his phone. Making calls. We got brothers in other chapters. Calling the VA, Doc said. Wrench opened his laptop, setting up a crowdfunding page. This will go viral. We're going to save your mom, Raven said. Over 3 hours, the clubhouse became a war room. By 3 a.m., they had $30,000. By dawn, $50,000. By noon, $75,000. Hammer drove Emma to the hospital. Dr. Martinez met them outside Rose's room. Even with treatment, chances are maybe 40%. But there's a chance, Raven said. Then we take it, Hammer said. Emma sat beside her mother's bed. When she whispered, Mama, the bikers are helping us. Rose's eyes flickered open. They're good people, Mama. They sent Uncle Robert away. They raised the money. A tear rolled down Rose's cheek. She looked at Hammer in the doorway. Thank you, Rosa whispered. Treatment started that afternoon. Child Services asked questions about Emma's guardian. I'll take her, Raven said. I'm a certified foster parent. Emma can stay with me until her mother recovers. You want her to live with you? If you're okay with it. I've got a spare room. Emma nodded. Okay. The first week was hard. Hammer assigned 2 members to rotate shifts outside Raven's house. But Robert never came. Week 2, Rosa's scan showed improvement. Week 3, Emma started smiling again. Week 4, Rosa was strong enough to sit up. The treatment was working. 2 months after Emma walked in with $5, Rosa Rodriguez walked out of St. Mary's Hospital cancer-free. The club threw a party. Emma and Rosa stood before 15 bikers. You saved my life. You saved my daughter. Rosa said, I don't know how to repay you. You don't repay us, Hammer said. You live. You raise your daughter. Why would you do this? You don't know us. Tank stepped forward. My daughter was Emma's age when my ex-wife's boyfriend started hurting her. Nobody helped. I was in prison, couldn't protect her. When I got out, I swore I'd never let another child suffer. Wrench spoke. My mother died of cancer when I was 10. We couldn't afford treatment. No kid should feel that helpless. One by one, bikers shared their histories. Everyone had been a child in need. Everyone had been failed. So we helped, Hammer said. Because nobody helped us. Because that's what brothers do. But we're not your own, Rosa said. Yes, you are, Raven said. You became our own when this brave girl walked through our door. Emma pulled out the $5 bill. I still want you to have this. Hammer took it. We're going to frame it. Right there on the wall. Anyone who asks will tell them your story. The $5 bill went up above the bar. It became legend. 3 months later, a young woman walked in with a black eye. A tiny boy clung to her hand. I heard you help people. I heard about Emma. I need help. Say no more, Hammer said. I don't have money. Hammer pointed at the frame. See that? That's the price. Courage. Word spread. Over the next year, the Iron Brotherhood helped 12 more families. Emma grew up, earned a scholarship, studied social work. Rosa started a cancer survivor support group. Every new member learned Emma's story. They learned why the $5 bill mattered. Years later, when Emma graduated college, the entire Iron Brotherhood showed up. When her name was called, 15 bikers roared. Emma found Hammer in the parking lot. Thank you for saving my mom, for protecting me, for showing me family isn't always blood. You reminded us why we do this, Hammer said. The bill still hangs there today, faded but meaningful. A reminder that sometimes the people the world fears are the ones who save you. That sometimes $5 is worth more than 50,000. That sometimes the hardest men carry the softest hearts.